Today I'm going to be doing a quick review of the Fox bomber gloves. These are Fox's kind of premium gloves. They cost about 80 or 90 bucks depending on where you buy them. But before I jump into that, I just want to make a note. I'm not being paid by anybody to do this product review. I'm simply doing it because I've used these gloves. I've had like 6 pairs. I've used them for probably the last 3, maybe 4 years. And there's things that I love and I hate about them. The thing that I like the most is that they look cool. I mean, that's really what it comes down to, and probably the only reason I keep buying them. But what I hate is that the gloves along the seams here, they keep blowing out on every single pair of these I've had. And it's not just over a long period of time. It's, pretty much within the first dozen times that I go out riding, these seams blow out. And it's not, I like my gloves to be form-fitting. I don't want them super tight, but I don't want them to be loose either. I don't want them to move around on my hands. I feel like a pair of gloves should be able to stand up to that. So I don't feel like it's, I'm running gloves that are too tight. I feel like this is a design issue with these gloves. I mean, you have a thin sort of spandexy type material and a suede leather, and these two seams are being brought together and sewn kind of in a straight line. They just, every time you open your hands, or especially since that's in an area where when you're riding a motorcycle, there's a lot of demand being placed on that material and on the design of these gloves. And, for that reason, if they had, only just a kind of extended or overlapped this in such a way where, they're using some of the design features of the rest of the glove, if they had only kind of extended that around this portion, you wouldn't have an issue with these gloves blowing out in the way that they do. And it's not just that the seam is blowing out. It's like if you tip over on a motorcycle and your hand goes into the dirt, and at that point your glove's all full of dirt, and you got to take it off and bang it out, and just so that you can ride comfortably. And that's what I wear gloves for when I go riding, is to keep my hands protected. And in this case, it's like, especially since every single pair of these that I've owned have had the same issue, I feel like, it's really a fault in the design of the actual glove, not just the way that I ride, or the fact that I ride my gloves too tight or something like that. A couple other things that have been kind of frustrating, as you can see, this Velcro strap keeps popping off. I don't even know if this is necessary, but it certainly doesn't serve its purpose for very long. I mean, these gloves aren't really that old. I maybe have had them for a riding season now, certainly not much longer. And in that amount of time, they've had, the wear, I'm okay with, there being wear and tear in the material, because that's just normal, right? These are gloves. They're exposed to the type of conditions where, they're beat up. But, there's certain things about it that for an $80 or $90 pair of gloves, I would expect them to kind of have a higher quality and be more durable. So I think for the next pair of gloves, I'm really going to go with a Climb or something like that, just because I've run these gloves for so many times now, and they keep having the same issues. One other thing to note, these have kind of a silicone grip-like material on it that covers the suede and the fingertips. And I think, as I recall, when I bought these, that was kind of sold as a feature to help you use a touch screen on a phone without having to take the gloves off. But really, whether it was for that or whether it was for the additional grip in the fingertips, the material just falls off. Especially if you're using them for riding, this material doesn't last very long. So for that reason, I wouldn't be fooled by that as a selling feature, because it just really doesn't hold up. So that's really it. I really wish I could say better things about these gloves. There's a reason I've had so many pairs of them. I want to like them, but given the fact that they cost as much as they do, I mean, $80 or $90 is not a small amount to pay for a pair of gloves. If I'm going to spend that much money, I'm probably going to put it into a pair of gloves that I feel like is going to last longer, or at least that I know isn't going to have these known issues. So if you have any questions, feel free to put those in the comment section below. I'd be happy to answer them. Also, subscribe to our channel and like this video if you like the content that we're putting out, and feel free to watch some more of our videos. Thanks.